Happy Tuesday, friends. Well, friends, it's time. It's time to stop allowing what you have been allowing. It's time to stop tolerating what you have always been tolerating. Because the principle is simply this: you keep whatever you tolerate. In other words, friends, whatever you tolerate in your own life will never go away. Whatever you tolerate will not change. And so I want to speak to you quickly about negative emotions, because if you keep tolerating negative emotions in your life, emotions such as bitterness, anger, resentment, intimidation, fear, well, here's the thing: these emotions will never leave you. Jesus speaking to his disciples in John chapter 14, verse 27, and I'm going to read the the B part in the Amplified Classic. Jesus says this. He says, "Stop allowing yourselves to be agitated and disturbed, and do not permit yourselves to be fearful and intimidated and cowardly and unsettled." Now, friends, I believe what Jesus was saying then and what Jesus is saying to us in this verse is he's saying, don't allow negative emotions to vote on how you should run your life. Because, friends, here's the thing. If you don't take authority over these emotions, they'll take authority over you. If you don't learn how to speak back to these emotions, they will keep speaking to you. For many years, I used to let negative emotions speak to me all the time. I let these emotions speak to me, telling me that I was not capable, that I was inadequate, that I was not qualified. I let these emotions speak all the time until I got the revelation that I have authority. Until, friends, I got the revelation that I am in charge here. And you know what I did? I began to speak back to these emotions, and I began to speak back with the word of God. And so every time the voice of fear spoke to me, friends, I spoke back. I told that voice that I did not give it permission to speak. I told the voice of fear that God has not given me a spirit of fear, but he's given me a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Every time the voice of intimidation spoke to me, I spoke back, friends. I told that voice that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And you know what? Sometimes I had to keep speaking back again and again and again until I got to a stage where the voice of God became way louder than the voice of that negative emotion. Finally, I made a choice. And the choice that I made was I stopped tolerating what I'd always been tolerating. Finally, I made a choice to stop giving negative emotions a vote and a voice in my life. And so I want to encourage you, friends, today. It's time. It's time to raise the voice of your authority. It's time to speak back, because with your own voice, you can begin to take back control over your own thought life. Friends, you can do it. Always cheering for you. Bye-bye.